Batman is awesome. Obviously, this video is timely. There's a new Batman movie coming out, the last Christopher Nolan Batman movie, and he's done a really good job with the series, and he has a really good understanding of Batman. One of the things that's strange about Batman is how adaptable he is, and how many adaptations and different incarnations of Batman there have been. I think that my favorite incarnation of Batman for film or TV has been the 1960s Batman with Adam West. Ariel Squid Thompson, our resident Batmanologist, is on the phone.
Batman from the 1960s is kind of what's thought of as bad Batman. What you have to realize is it does that very deliberately. It existed in a time when creativity was stifled by the Comics Code Authority. So what the Adam West version of Batman did is it took the demands of the Comic Code Authority and pushed them into the absurd and kind of regained a little bit of control.
All of the relationships that Batman has in the 1960s show and movie, they're true to the character, but they're stretched. They're made absurd. All of the action is the same way. The costuming, the set pieces, the whole design and feel of the show is taken to the absurd extent. One of the really interesting things about the 1960s Batman is how it's able to be really like passive-aggressive with all of this and still manage to make its point. Batman is not on the fringe in the Adam West Batman really at all. He's kind of just part and parcel with the police department and the city. So you don't get like that outsider, that anti-hero element, except that he's so much smarter than them. They're helpless. They're idiots.
Under the Comics Code Authority, the way that you could treat authority figures and the police force was very restricted. Policemen, judges, government officials, and respected institutions shall never be presented in such a way as to create disrespect for established authority.
The revelations that the 1960s Batman series give us are mostly illustrated by contrast. In most other adaptations, he's seen as both an anti-hero and a hero.
Batman is built off of the lone wolf archetype that we had in popular fiction before superhero comic books ever became a thing. Of course, before superhero comic books, detective-based comic books were very popular. Before that, we had things like Sherlock Holmes, where there is an outstanding individual who has to be separate from society in order to be able to see it for what it is and to save it. It's pretty common in all superhero mythology that the hero cannot be part of the society that he saves, but in the lone wolf model, he is outright rejected by the society that he does so much to save. The duality is really hyperbolized with Batman because he is, of course, also Bruce Wayne, who is the Prince of Gotham, who again is separate, but in this case often idealized as a member of the American aristocracy.
As far as I'm concerned, whatever happened to the Caped Crusader might be the ultimate Batman story. It's meditation on all of the different incarnations that Batman has had. So it's relevant to this discussion because you get to see Batmans that were, Batmans that might have been, Batmans that you will never ever see. It's interesting and it shows how incredibly adaptable Batman is. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Batman is awesome. You should definitely read some Batman comic books because they're better than all the other Batman media. I'll put links in the doobly-doo to the names or synopses so that you can read a little bit more about them and then read them and choose where you want to start and where you want to continue. Definitely, I also urge you to re-watch some of the Adam West Batman.
A lot of times on TV Land, it's on at like 1 o'clock in the morning, or you can get the Adam West film on DVD, and people should watch it again actually thinking about what intelligent people might be trying to do with that.
And I am going to go see the new Batman film, but not until Monday, which pains me, but I'm going to do that, and you're going to do those things I told you to, and I'm going to see you later.